January 1st, 2025. Here we come.
Subscribe.
What's going on, YouTube? This is Gabe coming back at you again with another video here at Truckin' Life. January 1st of 2025. Damn, that 2024 year went by pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually kind of happy, you know, because it's a new year. It's a start of something new. Most people have New Year's resolutions. And hopefully everything works out. Hopefully the trucking market gets a little bit better, because here lately it's been trash. And so hopefully it gets a little bit better this year. So I hope you guys had a good New Year's there. Hopefully most of you guys are not hungover.
This time I'm hungover.
That usually isn't a problem for me because I don't really drink anymore. I used to, not crazy status, but you know, I would have a couple of drinks here and there, and I'm not gonna say I fully gave it up, but it's something that I really, I don't know, just like from one day to the next. It just, about 6 years ago, it went away. And it's super rare when I actually drink. And if I do, it's maybe like one beer or something like that, but I knew I had to roll out today on the 1st, so A, I didn't really feel like drinking, and B, I knew I had to work the next day, so we're good to go. I don't know about you guys. How'd you guys pass your New Year's? Hopefully you guys had a good Christmas with friends and family and, you know, presents and all that good stuff. So here we are, leaving the house and doing something a little bit different this particular week, just because my normal routes, due to the holidays, they didn't ship anything, so I had to get something a little bit different.
Need money.
So right now we're leaving El Paso, Texas, baby, and we're headed up to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, with load of water heaters, so you can take a nice hot shower. And yeah, we're headed up to Broken Arrow.
We got ourselves a Broken Arrow.
Today is Wednesday, January 1st, 2025, and this delivers on the 3rd, I believe. Yeah, on the 3rd. And you know, I could have probably left tomorrow, driven all day. You know, my plan is to probably stop by Lawton, Oklahoma at Comanche Casino, because they got truck parking right there. I usually never struggle with truck parking there. But then again, I haven't gone there in such a long time. So I really don't know, you know what I mean? But I think we should be all right. And so that's the plan. I'm going to stop there in Lawton, Oklahoma. And then from there to Broken Arrow, I believe it's like 3 hours, I believe, or something. Yeah, like 3 hours or something like that. So that ain't too bad. You know what I mean? I didn't want to leave tomorrow on the 2nd, again, even though I could have made it, like if I would have left like super early tomorrow, let's just say I would have left like at 3 in the morning or whatever. That would put me stopping like about maybe, you know, I usually do 12 hours. Not necessarily to say that I take 12 hours, but that's usually the way I calculate it. So I leave at 3, that would stop me at 3 p.m. And then that means that I can start my clock up at 1 o'clock in the morning and then continue to roll the 3 hours. But there's a couple of issues with that. Number one, I'm not an early bird guy. For me to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's pretty difficult, because that's usually the time I go to sleep, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So that wasn't really going to work with me. And number two, if I encounter any sort of issue, a blowout or something like that, well, then now I'm going to be cutting it close. And, what am I going to tell the broker when I picked up this load since Monday? On Friday is when it delivers. Like, I'm not really going to have an excuse, because they're going to be like, dude, you picked up the load since Monday. You have plenty of time to get over there. So that's the reason why I'm leaving a little bit earlier, because I thought I'm not under a rush. So we're starting to head out here. I mean, I don't foresee there being a whole bunch of traffic today. I mean, maybe people are like driving back and forth from wherever they're gonna, wherever they went to or whatever, going back home. But I'm not really gonna go through any big cities, besides leaving El Paso. Everything else is pretty much just gonna be like the open highway and stuff. So, we might be pretty good. Man, I needed to roll already, man. I got home on the 20th of December. And I'm barely leaving right now on the 1st. I got 10 days off. Which I really shouldn't have taken it off, because, that's... Now I'm negative on my settlement, because I didn't work for 10 days. But there just wasn't nothing worth it, man. I mean, I got this load. This one's not too bad. I believe it's paying... I think the total miles is like 700 and something miles, I think it is, and it's paying like $2,500, 24 and change, almost close to 2,500. So it's right around three something a mile. It's only like 10,000 pounds, so it ain't too horrible, you know what I mean? But usually with the company that I'm with, anytime it's the holidays, it's money making time. That's when I'll usually get loads that pick up before Christmas and deliver after the New Year. I like to call them you load and hold, you know what I mean? And those loads tend to usually pay fairly well, because you're having to hold it. But this year, I just couldn't find nothing that was worth it, man. I mean, damn, like even in the holidays, the freight was kind of shitty. Like I kind of got lucky with this load. It had came out on the load board, and when I had called on it, it was already gone. So I was like, crap, and this was already Monday. Monday? Yeah, I think I picked up this one. Yeah, I picked up this Monday. And, come on, dude. Yeah, it was getting close to, New Year's today, Wednesday. Like, I was like, if I don't get something by Monday or Tuesday, like I'm going to be stuck here till after the holidays, maybe Thursday or Friday. And that's already way too many days off. So I got lucky with this one, because like I said, I had called to try to get this load, and it wasn't available. But one of my buddy's friends that is also with the same company that I'm with, the same carrier, I guess got it, and one of his trucks wasn't able to do it or whatever. So my friend told him about me, and then the guy called him and he's like, hey man, you know what? Like, it's yours if you want it, because I can't cover it. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it, you know what I mean? So help him out and help me out at the same time too by getting the load. So it ended up working out pretty good, and I met a new friend. I didn't know this guy. I met him through a mutual friend that we both have. And it ended up working out, because the guy called me up today in the morning, and he's like, hey bro, you already found the load? I'm like, nope, I'm still looking right now. He's like, hey man, I got one going from Mesquite to Albuquerque. It's paying like 25, like he said, it's $2,600 or something like that. It's 2 stops there in Albuquerque, and I think he said Rio Rancho, which is right around the Albuquerque area. I mean, I would have to deadhead down there a little bit, like 230 miles, I believe, or whatever it is. But, any of you truck drivers out there, don't matter if you're an owner-operator or a company driver, pretty much know that Tulsa Broken Arrow area, it's in the Tulsa area. It's not really a good hot area. Like you might get lucky and get something out of there, but it's not really a market where crap comes out. So I was like, you know what? Screw it, man. So I don't even have to look or nothing, man. I'm already set up. Just deliver my load, head down to Mesquite, Texas, which is there by Dallas, Fort Worth area, for any of you guys who don't drive. And yeah, jump and hit that bad boy and roll out, you know what I mean? So that's the plan for my week. That would put me back over here probably, hopefully, you know, God willing, everything goes good. Maybe the following Monday or whatever, because that following Friday, that's when my regular work starts back up again, and that's where we're gonna go to South Carolina again. 2025, man. Holy smokes. That's crazy. This year went by super quick, but I'm glad it's over. You know, we got some new people going in the White House, and I'm hoping they're gonna fix all this crap in this shitty market that we're in, and maybe we can make some money. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely need to make me some money. I think that most owner-operators right now we're hurting, man. We need some cash flow. You know, them bills don't wait. They don't give a crap if you're sick. They don't care if your truck's broke down. They don't care if there's freight, whether it's good or bad. They don't care about nothing. Just give me my money right now. We need the money. I was watching a comedy special with who was it? Chris Tucker? Yeah, Chris Tucker, the one that comes out in Rush Hour, and he was talking about that joke about when the bill collectors call, and he's like, "We need the money. We need the money." And he answers back, and he's like, "Are you on your computer right now?" "Yep." "I want you to take this down and pay attention really, really, really close. You ready to take some notes?" The rep goes, "Yep. All right. I am never, ever, 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 ever gonna pay you. You got that?" They're like, "Oh yeah. Fuck them bills." So it's a pretty nice day today. I don't think it's too bad. So far we're not encountering a lot of traffic. We're about to hit an I-10 eastbound. Going over to Lawton, Oklahoma. I'm probably gonna cut up on 277. Go north on it, and then it turns into I-44. It's toll. But it's a little bit more miles than if I were to take that other route that has me going through like Carlsbad and all that shit. But fuck all that. I don't want to go through those. Like, I'd rather drive an extra 40, 50 miles, and it's just pretty much all highway, interstate, than to be dealing with like little towns and shit and stop signs and like screw all that. I'd rather just stay on the interstate. I usually try to do that most of the time. I don't know how you guys roll or whatever, but I usually just try to stick to the interstate as much as possible, you know, or a U.S. highway that's pretty good, like U.S. 277, that's pretty good. But like these little, you know, farm to market roads and stuff like that, like I don't really, like, unless you know it really, really good, which I do know that other route. I think it's like Highway 70 to 92, and then it like connects you to like 277, but I just stay on the interstate and just go the extra 10, 15 miles it is or whatever, and I just continue rolling. So, yeah, you know, I had a pretty quiet evening last night. I didn't really do much. Just stayed there at the house with the wife and the kids. Just, you know, watched movies. I put a little bit of meat on the grill, which I probably shouldn't have ate. But, not that I'm no vegetarian or nothing, guys, but, you know, I have this thing called gout. Whoever has gout knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's a form of arthritis in your bones, because when you eat foods that have too much purine, kind of like protein, so meat, you know, any shellfish, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I could still eat meat and all that stuff, and stuff with purine in it, but you gotta keep it on the down low, you know what I'm saying? Because then, let me tell you something, guys. Anybody, if you guys have gout, comment down below if I'm lying or not. When you have a gout flare-up, guys, son of a bitch, you can't even walk, man. Like, it hurts so bad. And it's like a different type of pain. You know what I mean? It's not like a pain like when you hit yourself. Like if you smack your hand on something. It's like electricity, nerve pain. To where if it's just like, if your foot, I usually get it on my foot. Thank God I haven't had it in like over a year because I try to take care of myself. Like even if you just glaze it like that, just like if your foot's here and like the cover just like, man, oh man, like it hurts. It's crazy. But anyhow, that's what I did. I did some chicken and a little piece of meat, so I'll be alright. You know? But that leads me to the next thing. New Year's resolutions, man. What's your all's New Year's resolution? Count it down, you know, type it down there below in the comments on what you plan to do different in 2025. And hopefully everything that you want to accomplish or change or whatever it is you decide to do, hopefully it happens for you. Me in particular, there's a couple of New Year's resolutions that I wanted to focus on this year. My number one is health. You know, I mentioned to you guys that I have gout, and I've had it for like the last 6 years or whatever, just all of a sudden. And you know, really want to start. Well, I've been taking care of myself, but I really want to like take it the extra mile. You know, like I try to eat as best as possible. I don't buy anything out here on the roads, like nothing, like not even coffee, like zero, nada. I bring everything from the house. My wife pre-cooks all my meals, and I put them down here in my refrigerator. And when I'm ready to eat, pop that bad boy in the microwave, and we're good to go. You know what I mean? So I want to continue doing that. You know, I want to start exercising a little bit more, and you know, be a little bit more health conscious. You know, that's one of the things that sucks about truck driving, is when you've been doing it for a long time. Like I'm working right now, guys. You guys are watching me work right now. Like, there ain't much physical activity going on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of mental, but there's not a lot of physical going on. So I want to start moving around and maybe walking a little bit more, eating a little bit better, and my kryptonite, guys.
My kryptonite.
You guys ready? You ready? My kryptonite. You guys know what this is. I've been vaping now for about like 10 years, like 10, 12, 13 years, something like that. It's been a minute. And I owe it all thanks to my brother from another mother, my man, my homeboy, my best friend. Bad influence. He's a good dude, but you'll like it, Gabe? No. You'll like it, Gabe? No. I finally gave in, and 10 plus years later, we're still doing it. But here's the crazy part about it, guys. You guys probably won't even believe me when I tell you this. I have never, ever smoked a cigarette in my life, or a cigar in my life. Nothing. No weed, none of that shit. I've never smoked anything in my life. I started smoking with vape. And that's what I've been smoking ever since. And that's the crazy part about it is, you know, because most people who started smoking, or not smoking, that started vaping is because they were trying to leave your cigarette or whatever, you know? And for me, it was the other way around. I started vaping. And, you know, I remember my wife's grandma, she was a big time smoker, you know. She passed away about 2 or 3 years ago. You know, she rested in peace. She was a good lady, always treated me very, very, very well. She was literally another grandma to me. She always treated me very, very good ever since I met my wife. But she loved cigarettes, man. That was her kryptonite, you know. To the very last breath that she took, she had a cigarette in her mouth. And this was before I started, you know, vaping and everything. I would always tell her, like, Grandma, like, stop smoking, you know, like, it's not good for you. And she's like, there's just a big, big problem. Like, can I quit? Yeah, I can quit. no problem. Like, if I set my mind to it, I know that I can quit. The problem is I don't want to quit. I love cigarettes. I know that they're bad for me, but I love cigarettes. And I'm going to smoke them to the day I die. And that's exactly what she did. And that's what's difficult with the vape stuff, you know. Can I leave it? Yes, 100%. But the problem is I really kind of don't want to because I love it. I truly enjoy it. And I know it's bad for me, but like, it's gotten to a point right now where, you know, I'm getting up there in age. You know, I'm 39 now. I'm going to be 40 this year already. And that's when the problems start arising. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already have gout. I don't need no extra shit going on. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, that's what's tough about it, you know? That I just really enjoy it and like it. And that's what makes it, that's why it makes it so hard to give it up, because I like it. Like, I enjoy it, especially with my coffee in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Another New Year's resolution that I made for myself is, you know, trying to spend more time with my kids. You know, they're starting to grow up quick. You know, when you do truck driving as long as I have, and I'm not for any means saying that I've been driving like crazy amount of years. Like, there's my fellow drivers out there that got 30, 40, 50 years on me, you know what I mean? Like, that they've been driving. But I've been driving for, you know, almost 2 decades now. You know, almost 20 years now. We're going to go on our 19th year, I believe. And you miss a lot of shit when you're out on the roads, you know? I mean, I got my daughter, she's 17. She's already going to be a senior next year. Like, it goes quick. I got my boy, he's 13. So I want to try to spend a little bit more time with them. And, you know, the reason why I'm putting my health first is because without health, guys, nothing matters. Not your kids, not your wife, not your mom, not the people that you care about, your friends, your job, money, debt, nothing. Nothing matters. Because if you ain't here and your ass is dead, nothing matters. So you got to take care of yourself. And I have that engraved in my mind, and that's why I'm like, God, it's so hard. It's so hard because I like it so much as far as smoking, but like, I know it's bad for me. So I don't really know when I'm going to start, but I definitely want to, you know, like, I can definitely quit cold turkey, guys. Like, I can literally stop today and not smoke no more. I've done it before, but I don't want to because I like it, but I know it's bad for me. And that's the dilemma that I have, guys. For me, it's my vape. For somebody else, it might be beer. For somebody else, it might be overeating. They like doing this and doing that. They like eating a lot of steak, or like, everybody has their kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it difficult. But, you know, last but definitely not least, as far as my New Year's resolution is, I want to get out of debt, man. You know, I'm not quite there yet. You know, I still got a couple of things, a couple of credit cards, the house and stuff that I need to pay off. But this last year, even though it was a shitty year, because I didn't really make that much money last year, like really almost nothing. You know, but I made enough to where I can pay my bills, still survive, and still make a little bit of progress. Not a shitload of progress, but a little bit of progress, you know? I paid off a lot of accounts. I think I paid off maybe like 10, 11 accounts, like fully 100% off. So, self a pat on the back on that, because, you know, if there's one thing that I know that most of you people that watch have, that we may have in common, maybe not, and maybe so, is that most people have debt, man. It's real easy to get in debt, but it is a mother to get out, you know? So it's just crazy on the way these last couple of years have gone. It's just been difficult to get out of all this debt situation, you know? But I would say that those would pretty much be my New Year's resolution. My health, spend more time with my kids and my wife, you know, hopefully stop vaping, which goes with my health, and try to get out of debt as much as possible. Now, I'm realistic, guys, and no way that I'm gonna get completely out of debt, like zero. Like when I'm talking about being out of debt, like I want to be out of debt, like on everything. No house payment, no cars, no credit cards, nada. Zip, nilch, need it. You know what I mean? You know, with the exception of your regular monthly bills. You know, you're always gonna have your electric bill, water bill, gas bill, or you know, fuel for your cars, cell phones, food. You know, shit like that. That even if you're debt free, like that's gonna be a constant for as long as you live and you live somewhere. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about like actual debt, like credit cards and you know loans and shit, car payments, and you know it's tough. You know here these holidays it kind of hit me pretty hard because I got sick on Thanksgiving, so I fell behind there. You know, not with my bills, but like with the carrier that I'm with, so I fell behind with them because you all remember I just put in some new shoes on this bad boy. There was about 5 G's, so like those stay constant, guys. Whether the truck's running or not, you're still getting charged what you're gonna get charged on a weekly basis. And I fell behind. I've been behind for the last couple of weeks, and I've said this before in my videos. If you're gonna be an owner operator, you gotta learn how to lose, because sometimes you're gonna lose. Like these last couple of weeks, I've lost. You know, and even before then, I went on my route. I didn't really make much money on it because pretty much everything went to the negative that I owed, and I still had to work. But hopefully here, God willing, January 1st, 2025, baby, we're taking off. We're starting off the new year pretty good, working. Thank God. After this load and next load, we're going to be completely caught up to where we're now going to not owe anything to our carrier, and we're going to actually have some money left over for the house. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of looking forward to that, because these last couple of weeks of being negative has been tough. Been kind of shitty. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and keep on trucking right here. And I just wanted to make this little video right here to see what your thoughts on your New Year's resolution is, and what your thoughts about my New Year's resolution is. You know, nothing extravagant or whatever, you know, but we'll see what happens. And where there's a way, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue rolling up in here, guys. You know, I don't want to make this, you know, a 10 million hour video right here. I'll get back at you guys when we're fueling, and then we'll get back with you guys when we're delivering our load, and then we'll be good to go. Hopefully nothing exciting happens, and it's just, you know, a regular normal day, so that we can make some money and just enjoy the road. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep on chugging, and we'll see you guys when we fuel. Alright guys, we made it here to the fueling station here at the TA in Sweetwater, Texas. So we're gonna go ahead and get some fuel, and I'll get back with you guys. I don't think you guys want to see me put fuel. Pretty sure you guys have seen it there on YouTube a whole bunch. I'll be right back. In case you guys are wondering, $638.77 for 182 gallons. Alright guys, so we finished fueling up right now. Let's see here. So the original plan was to go ahead and go to Lawton, Oklahoma. But then I got to thinking, I'm like, I haven't been up there in such a long time. I mean, I'm talking about probably maybe like 3 or 4, 5 years maybe. I mean, usually I've always gotten lucky whenever I go to that Lawton casino there. Can't remember what exit it is. I think it's 31. I don't remember. But then I remember, I'm like, man, you know what? It's the first. There's probably drivers that are actually waiting there to like go deliver or whatever. So it might, like, it's not a whole bunch of parking. You know what I mean? So right now we're in Sweetwater. From here, I think it's like about 400 miles or so. Over there, it's about six or so hours, you know. But look at all these spots right here, man. I'm here at the TA, you know, and I got to thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Screw it. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and park here and call it a night. And you know, well, it's still a productive day, you know, about 400 miles or so. And you know, like, there's a whole bunch of parking right here, and is this reserved parking? It doesn't seem to be reserved, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and back on in here, and we're just gonna go ahead and call it a day. You know what I mean? Because the last thing I want to do is go over there, and the problem with that is that place where I stop at, the next truck stop there is like a Little Loves, and then from that point, like, I'll be almost out of hours already, you know. So like, and it was gonna be like about midnight before I got there, which is not a big deal, you know. I'm used to driving till about midnight anyway. But I didn't want to chance it not being parking there, and then I'm going to be in a pickle, you know what I mean? Because at that point, it's like, holy crap, where am I going to park at now? So I think we're making the right call here. You know, like I said, that's the whole purpose on why I left early to begin with. I wanted to make sure I had enough time to get over there, and tomorrow will be, you know, another fairly simple day. You know, another 400 miles or so, and then we're there. Hopefully everything works out good. We just finished parking here, and yeah, it's very rare where I actually find. I stop here all the time, like on my way back from my normal route, and there's almost never any parking here. I actually go park over there at the lube zone. That's usually where I always park at, but you know, I saw there was a whole bunch of parking right now, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I think today's good enough. All right. The best sound in the world when we pop them brakes. There we go. Let me turn on some lights in here. Oh, yeah. There we go. I know you guys really can't see me a whole lot, but, well, it is what it is, right? Yeah, so we just finished up fueling here, and we finished parking for the night. Like I said, I didn't want to chance it of going over there, and then, you know, if I can't find parking or whatever, then I was going to be in a big ass bind. So, like I said, I'm about 6 hours away. I think it's currently right now, let's see, what time is it? About 8:30 at night or so. So, you know, my 10 hours is 6:30. It ain't gonna happen. I ain't waking up at no goddamn 6:30. Hails to the no. I only do that like when I absolutely 100,000,000% have to. I'll probably start maybe like at 9 or so. You know what I mean? Probably get to start editing this video a little bit, get a little bit of a head start, so it's not so much once I'm done. But anyhow, guys, I'll get back with you guys when we're once with our customer and we're delivering, unless I see something cool happen on the road. We'll see you guys then. I am super hungry. Let's see what we got here today. Oh, yeah. Got my stuff to make my sandwiches. Let's see what the wife put in here today. Ooh, that looks good. But that's going to be a little too heavy for right now. Got some pasta. Alrighty. Man, this one's so good with the coffee. Like, you have no idea. Let's see. I think we're gonna go ahead and do some refried beans. I love me some beans. Hey. See, I got this one, guys. I could use this one as a freezer or whatever. This is where I keep most of my food. Digital control. And then over here, I'll just keep like milk or whatever. And I got my sweet tea up in this bad boy. Oh, it's not that cold. Gonna have to look at that a little bit right now. I got that bad boy right now. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Oh yeah, I know that might look gross on camera. It's just refried beans with some weenie and some chorizo up in that bad boy. Let's go ahead and put this in our microwave. It might not look that appetizing, guys, but let me tell you, it's pretty damn good. Especially with some tostadas. Cover this thing up so it doesn't splatter all over the place. Ew, yeah. Our nice, beautiful inverters down there. Hell yeah. With some tostadas. Just kind of like dip. And it's good to go. Looks like we made it. I went ahead and just parked here on site since there was no gate. So, well, I guess that one's the gate right there that's the place I'm going to over there. But seems to be nobody home, so screw it. We're staying here.